In the vast archipelago of Indonesia, education has evolved and transformed over centuries, reflecting the rich tapestry of cultural, political, and social influences that have shaped this diverse nation. Today, we embark on a journey through time, tracing the historical context of education in Indonesia, from the ancient kingdoms to the modern era. Our story begins in the era of ancient kingdoms, where education was informal and primarily focused on skills needed for survival and manual labor. Knowledge was passed down from generation to generation through oral traditions and hands-on training. Spiritual and moral teachings were also a significant part of this early education, reflecting the deeply rooted spiritual beliefs of these ancient societies. As we move into the Hindu-Buddhist era, education became more structured. The introduction of writing systems and the establishment of religious and royal schools marked a significant shift. Education during this time was primarily for the elite, with a focus on religious teachings, literature, and governing principles. The arrival of Islam in the 13th century brought another wave of transformation. Islamic boarding schools known as pesantren were established, providing education that combined religious teachings with practical skills. These institutions played a pivotal role in spreading Islam throughout the archipelago and remain a cornerstone of Indonesia's educational system. The colonial era under Dutch rule saw education being used as a tool for control and assimilation. Limited access to education, particularly for native Indonesians, and a curriculum focused on serving colonial interests were characteristic of this period. The flame of independence in the mid-20th century ignited a new chapter in Indonesia's educational history. The newly formed government made significant strides in expanding access to education, establishing a national curriculum, and promoting literacy. The education system was centralized, aiming to foster a sense of national identity and unity. In the latter part of the 20th century and into the 21st, Indonesia has continued to refine and develop its education system. Efforts have been made to decentralize education, allowing for greater local control and adaptation to regional needs. There has also been a push towards improving the quality of education, with an emphasis on critical thinking and creativity. In summary, the history of education in Indonesia is a fascinating journey, marked by periods of transformation and growth. From the informal learning of ancient societies, through the structured teachings of the Hindu-Buddhist and Islamic eras, to the control exerted during colonial times, and finally to the strides made post-independence, each phase has left its imprint on the educational landscape of Indonesia. The ongoing efforts to improve and adapt the system further underscore the nation's commitment to education as a vital tool for national development and progress. As we close this historical exploration, remember that understanding the past helps us appreciate the present and anticipate the future. The story of education in Indonesia is far from over, and each generation has the opportunity to write the next chapter.